According to research, we have over 60,000 thoughts a day. How many of those is your teenager actually going to share with you? So if you've ever been a teenager, that means that you've had issues, but you didn't necessarily share those issues with anyone. Back when I was 15, I had a bully issue at the skate park, and I didn't know what to do about it. I didn't share that with anyone, and especially not my parents, so I had to find another route. This guy rolls up to the skate park in his car, early 20s, took an interest in me, started asking me questions, and I got to share my thoughts with him that I wasn't sharing with anyone else. And so I got to tell him about the bully issue I was having. And then this man, this great sage, took me under his wing with all his love and compassion and said, "Hit him in the face with your skateboard." So after a lot of consideration, I declined his offer and did not in fact hit this other guy in the head with my skateboard. But here's the point. Everyone is going to be discipled by someone, and if you are not that person in your kid's life, it's going to be their peers or some 20-year-old that rolls up to the skate park. So Barna polls are telling us that parents are losing the battle of influence over their kids' life and faith, and that's a bad thing. That means 1 in 3 kids don't feel like they can actually ask hard questions about faith with their parents. 1 in 6 young adults with a Christian background don't feel like faith has helped them in any way, shape, or form with anxiety or depression that they're experiencing in their lives, and it's not helping them. All right, pop quiz on your own reaction. What would you do if your teenager came up and told you, I think I'm gay. I don't believe in God anymore. Science proves that he's not real. If God loves me, why am I so depressed all the time? I'm not a virgin and I haven't been for a while. Yeah, those are uncomfortable. So based on your reaction, would your teenager actually come back to you with more questions or not? Wait. Why am I dealing with this? Isn't that why I send my kid off to youth group? About that. So I have a buddy who on his senior year went to a mission trip to Mexico, and along the way he was with the other guys who encouraged and exhorted him for being a virgin that long. Just kidding. They actually asked him, "Dude, why haven't you gotten laid yet? We need to do something about this." They made fun of him because he was still a virgin on the youth trip. That's not uncommon. This is the world we live in. It's just how it is. That doesn't mean pull them out of your youth group. It just means don't rely on that to answer all your kids' questions. Look, I've been a youth pastor. I know what it means to try and help these kids, but that means I also get 2 hours a week with them. If your teenager is only getting help and being able to ask questions for 2 hours a week, they're going to go somewhere else to look for those answers. So what do we do about all of this? Questions are friends, not enemies. And you got to remember that because you need that dialogue between you and them. Allow them to bring all their questions to you in a safe environment. Ask them questions of your own and open-ended ones. They don't have to be spiritual ones. Allow them to answer in ways that are not expected to you or sometimes even comfortable. But what are they going through? What is the hardest thing in your life? Ask them about their friends, their interests. Get conversation going and ask questions. I promise you it's going to open them up for deeper things in the future. If your kid thinks that you've never had a problem in your life, they're not going to open up to you with theirs. They're going to think they're the mess up, bringing it to their parent who has their stuff all together. You need to be open and authentic with where you've been, what you've done, and how you came through it. They need to know that Jesus is still working in your life with your struggles and worries. Otherwise, they're not going to bring theirs to you. It's just how we work. I want to be open with someone who can identify with me, not a robot. All right, the final tactic, accept that you don't know all of the answers and be okay with that. That means sometimes it's logically, your kids aren't always looking for the encyclopedia on what's correct, what's right, what do I need to know. They want to know someone is there with them and is loving them. They need to know that you're there to fight through whatever mess they're fighting through and that you're not just the know-it-all parent who's just ready to tell them they're wrong. If nothing else, and you're really just wanting to connect with your kid, remember that following Jesus is not primarily behavior modification. It's helping your teenager fall in love with him more and more and more. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Be awesome, parent awesome, and keep perfecting your purpose. All right, I just want to thank you so much again. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to our page right here. And if you want to be more a part of what we're doing and help us make more videos, consider donating right here.
Thank you. Smash that like button. Yeah. Leave a comment. Drop a comment below.